We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
This is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, tipped on 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception, and
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And he's up at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What are you doing? They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run for the first time to Najee Harris. Zach Ball there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. He was 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to bring up the first. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Absolutely, he was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And that one's not going to get the juice of a vicious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Out on the field comes New Orleans. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. Very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss,
and he's got it. Touchdown. His 5th touchdown now of the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That's something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the main field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try to settle for goals.
That's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 27, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0.
When we talk training camp, this is where we hear from these drills. Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block the road, stay on your feet, and they get it down. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come on. Incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 5 catches, 84 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
As a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing right, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's good. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and long.
2nd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now toss to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction. That's the long time for a 3rd down and 9.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job of stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's through.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Steelers are rolling offense here, first and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
It's Jackson. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards after the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
Jackson's pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
A gain of 16 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I both raised the same way in the game of football. We wanted to set up the pass, but it really scored in this NFL. A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
So not quite at first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. This is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they're getting down shy of the 20. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one going to come up short. No throw. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints.
On first down, it's Parker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
That's right.
T.J. Watt. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over the 1st down and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And over the middle, this is Parker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 games of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. The Colts still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter. Let's go, Rams! Let's go! Above all, play your game. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they picked up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Parker. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
on first down. He'll drop to throw it. And this one too low. Parker unable to get that one. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up a third down and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat. And they're again for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the game's a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down on the yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now and start over again?
Brings up second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 4. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They're working down to the 39.
And I was pretty executed versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Back back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Back to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield. Once hit him a couple of times, maybe they can do something.
And I think a lot of that is simply you get it to him in space. More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. Come on, Bill. I say stay with him. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
And even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. 4th quarter touchdown here with extra point taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put some tight spots all game long. That's a little different.
Yeah, a lot of people call him gutsy down. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson in front. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. That incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback comes back, usually can't complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man has got it, the tight end. Touchdown. Dallas got it. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
The design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a conversion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on 1st down. Parker, and they see right through that defensively. As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a drive works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. The reception here for 7. It's they like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He finds his man complete. That's Barber. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
And stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flushed out right, and he gets it down to the 32. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Flush to him, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Mike 19.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Pittsburgh, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.